Craig writes, greetings to all. Love the show. My question is, do you think it's a good idea for them to take inspiration from Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns for the Man of Steel sequel? Don't get me wrong, it's a great story, but in it, Superman is made out to be a bit of a douchebag. And my fear is that after the great return to form that Man of Steel was, they go and spoil Superman. What do you guys think?
Dennis, what do you think?
I don't think it's a bad idea to take some ideas and tone and things from The Dark Knight Returns. I don't think it's not like they're going to take the story and replicate it, because they can't. I mean, that's a story about a really old Batman and a really old Superman. Well, I mean, Superman doesn't really age, but he's supposed to be older, and their relationship together, they've known each other for so many years and fought together and all this stuff. So we're not going to have that in the next Man of Steel, which is the Batman versus Superman one. So while they may borrow some elements from it, it's not going to be quite the same. So I wouldn't worry too much about Superman being a douche or anything like that. They're not going to take that part from it.
Yeah, I got to agree with you. As a matter of fact, I think, when you look at the Dark Knight stuff, here's the deal. I actually thought Superman was pretty true to character. And did he come across a little douchebaggy? Yes. But here's the thing that I try to keep in mind when I think about that. And that's, if any of us stay true to our own sets of principles, then there are going to be certain circumstances that we could be thrown into that if we stay true to our own set of circumstances, we will appear as douchebags. And in Man of Steel, I kind of had the sense that even though he came across as like, oh, come on, Clark, a few times, I still had the sense that he was staying true to the core values of who Superman was. He was just put into a certain set of circumstances where his core values kind of made him out to look like a douchebag, like it would with any of us. That being said, Dennis is absolutely right. I mean, this isn't going to be Batman Returns, the movie. But I think it's clear there are going to be elements taken from that. The very fact that they use the greatest passage of all time from any comic book, with Batman, talking to Clark about how he's just defeated him. That's really cool. But that's more to set up the fact, I think, that the movie is going to be pitting Batman against Superman in the new movie, not necessarily that they're going to be following the Frank Miller novel. And there's a great animated film online right now that you can find for Batman Returns, The Dark Knight Returns, and it's really well done. Very, very faithful to the original graphic novel. Looks a lot like the graphic novel, too. So I'd suggest you go check that out. It's available online. But yeah, I'm totally fine with it. I don't think we have any problems or any fears of them suddenly changing the Henry Cavill Superman to making him a douchebag. I don't think that's going to happen.